Hello, everyone. Welcome to Moodle Part 2 workshop. This workshop is going to be about how we can download Moodle and how we can make the first connection. How we can download Moodle app, especially if we are in a restricted country like Sudan. So there are some steps that you may need to know or you may need to follow so you can be able to download Moodle in a restricted country. So I'm going to share my screen presentation to explain the steps. So here on this screen, we're going first to explain how to download Moodle application and how to make the first connection. To download Moodle application, especially if you are in a restricted country, you will need to have a VPN first in your phone, as the step said before you open App Store, which is where you can download Moodle, or you can navigate to college website to be able to download Moodle. The steps to access college website, just have to type the name of the college, or we can open the website of the college. To switch to college website so I can be able going to share my screen, the college screen, so I can be able to show you how you can navigate. As we can see the college screen, so what you have to do, you can go to mobile app. After navigating to mobile app, you can go down, scroll down here. You can see here the features of why you have to use mobile app. Mobile app is very useful for the students, but sometimes for the lecturer, there may be a need to use mobile app. But it's better always to have your laptop so you can be able to upload them. For the student, it will be useful so they can have their material ready and accessible at any time that they want. So here we're going to go with Google Play, since most of the lecturer are using Android app. So you have to press, and then since I'm using my laptop, that's why I will not be able to download this app on my laptop. That's why it says this app is not available for your device. It's just the same when you open Google Store, but you did not turn on the VPN, you will see this message, but it will say this item is unavailable in your country. So what you can do if you see some kind of message, what can you do? So what you have to do is you have to make sure first that the mobile app you have a VPN, and before you access Google Play Store or before you access Comboni, you need to turn on the VPN, and then you have to write the name. If you're using Google Play, you have to write just the name, and then the Moodle app will appear to you. So what will happen if you open mobile store without opening VPN first? You will need to clear your cache of the mobile store. So you have to go, the first step, you have to open, if you're using Android mobile device, open the setting menu and then select the apps. You will have all the list of the apps installed in your device. And then from there, you have to choose Google Play Store app, which is the app that you want to clear the cache. And then, sorry, and then you have to tap to see all the information available. From there, you have to make sure you have selected the storage, and then storage, you have to make sure that you clear the cache. You press and clear the cache. So I'm going to explain in a simple picture. Go to setting of your mobile smartphone. Open the setting. Go to all the app stores you installed in your mobile. And then you have to search for Google Play Store app. And then you have to search within the storage. And then you will have the access to the cache, not the data. You don't have to clear the data. You have to clear the cache. And then after this step, you can go back again to the Google Store app. And then you can be able to download Moodle on your phone. Since you have downloaded Moodle, you will need to make the first connection. How you can make the first connection? To make the first connection, first after downloading the app, you have to open the app, and this is what you're supposed to see. Mobile app, and then you have to say, you have to enter the site of the e-learning you want to reach. So here you want to reach company e-learning platform. So you have to write, start searching to type here. Is the simple keyword company, and then the list of all items that started with company will appear. So we already have the company e-learning platform with the logo of company. So you have to choose this one. And then the third stage, you have to make sure that you have the access. You have access to the right side. And then here, you have to write down your username and the password. And then login. This is the first connection. And then after you login, every time you want to access the mobile app, you will just be able to access without using VPN or without logging in again. Only if you logged out, and then you will need to have the same steps again. So we had this section before, so we are going to jump into how to edit your profile. Since we have already accessed the application, and now we want to add some life into our profile. That's why we want to change the profile. So how we can edit the profile? We're going to access our e-learning, and then we're going to change our profile. Since I'm a teacher, so I will need to access the platform as a teacher. So I will be able to see my subject. I will be able to see everything related to teacher. I'm going to share again my screen so you can be able to access the profile. So here is the learning platform. So I will need to log in. I need to add a username and password. This view, because I'm using web browser on my laptop, that's why I see this view. But if I'm using smartphone, what I will see just only this, the icon, and then I will see the name of company, CCST. And then I will click on the icon, And then I will see home dashboard and my courses. So what I want to do, I want first to edit my profile, to add a picture in my profile, to do something like this. So I have to drag first here, see profile, grade, calendar, profile. My profile, you can see here my name, something I wrote about myself as a teacher, my email address, the country, the time zone, and my courses or courses that I'm supposed to teach. So to edit my profile, I need to first on edit profile. And sometimes I will have to make sure that our first name and last name is correctly written so we can edit first name and last name. And then we can add our correct email. And then we can choose if we want our email to be accessible or visible to anyone participating into my course. I mean, any student. And here you don't need to change the times, but you can write something about yourself. So, and the user picture is the picture that I have on my profile. This is my current picture. And then if I want to change this picture, or if I want to add another picture, I will need to either click here, choose from the file, or drag and drop. Also click also here. The file picker will appear, and then I will need to choose from where I store my pictures. So I can choose any of the pictures, and then I will say open, and then after choosing the picture, I will need to upload it. After uploading the picture, after I upload the picture, and if I am done with updating my profile, I can just press update profile, and then I will have all the changes that I've made will be saved. So let's assume that I have updated my profile and then save the profile or update the profile. And then I will see my updated information. I will see them here. And then, so now I have the mobile app, I have my username, I have my password, I have an access to my profile. And now I want to communicate with my students. I have course, I want to communicate with my student. I want to let them to introduce themselves into the first section of the course. I want them to say something about themselves. I want to interact with them, or I want to interact with the virtual tutor to ask the virtual tutor about any question that I have in my mind concerning how I can access my students, how I can do this and that. So let's go to home. To be able to interact with your students in a message, or if you want to send a message, you just have to press on the message, and then you will see your status, right? And then if you have group messages, if you have created group messages from your courses, you will see the group message here, or you're going to create one. And then the private messages, you can find them here. So if I want, for example, I want to contact the virtual tutor, I want to ask about the status of my courses. Is there any participant or not? So I'm going to search for virtual tutor by name, virtual. You can see here, virtual tutor. I can just choose her, and then I'll write my message. After writing my message, I will be able to press the message and then send. The simple way you can interact with everyone included or participated into the site, not just your students, everyone. Just have to write the name and then you will have the list of the people. And also you can add the people into your contact. Have Here, I already have 3 people in my contact. There's 3 of them. And if I want to add visual tutor to my contact, and then I can see the information, the user, start conversation or block, even or mute, delete conversation that we had, or I can add this contact into my contact so I can easily be able to access every time. So I'm going to add visual tutor to my contact. So before I add people, they have to accept my request. So I've sent a request to a visual tutor, Sarah, and then she will accept or deny. If she accepts, she's going to be on my contact list. This is one way we can interact with our students using messages or with anyone included into the platform. And then if I want to make a group of messages between the teachers or between the students within my course, I guess I have to accept the course first. Let's say I have this digital marketing course. And here I will see I have participants. I can see I have like 14 participants, including me. And I want to create a group for this course. So I will go groups. And then I will see here, I have 2 groups, group A and group B. First, I want to delete this. And delete it, yes. Also this, and delete it. Or I can edit the group setting, but I want to delete it. And then I want to have a new group. So create a group. And then I have to name the group. Say group 1. And then if I want to create like a enrollment key, I can do it. Membership visibility, yes. Group message, if I want this group to be available into the message group, I have to choose yes. If I want to add picture, I can do it. And then I want to save it. So now I have within these courses, message within this course. So I want to check if the group message has been created. Not yet, it will take time. Go back again to make sure we have enabled group message. Zero participants. Yes, created group but 0 participants, so we have to add people into this group. I want to create group because I've realized that I have 4 lecturers or teachers within this course. 2 are just with a teacher role, but the others are with multiple roles. So I want to create a group for these people, these 2. Say, add. And also Stefan, teacher Stefan, I'm going to add him. And then the group. And then now, want to see. So now we have a group message for the course called Digital Marketing. If I want just to contact these two people, I can contact them into group so I can share the same message with many people just once I create a group. This is one way we can contact with our students or lecturer within the same course in a group way. But also the other way to let the student to interact within your course is you have to create a forum to let students to interact with you. Here, there is already a forum. This forum says that question and answer. The teachers have opened this forum to discuss the content of Module 0. As we will answer questions related to this Module 0. Look forward. So the teacher is going to open question and answer module. If we want to have a new forum, how can we do it? We have to turn on the edit, and then we have to add the forum activity. Have to give it a name. Let's say, introduce yourself. And here you can write to the student. You want them to interact within the first lesson. You want them to introduce themselves. And then you can give them instruction, what they're supposed to write. You can write it here, and then you can say, this forum is going to be available from this time and this time. So anyone who did not access the forum before this time and he tried after the time ends, he will not be able to add any questions or add any answers. But before this, you need to make sure you have to understand the type of the forum because it will help you to interact with the student in a different way. This is standard forum for general use. Standard forum, which is that you can publish what you want to say to the students, and then the students will just answer what you want. But they will not be able to open, they will not be able to open any connection or any questions or anything. They will just answer your question. And also question and answer forum, and then the student can answer the questions after they can answer your questions after they after they make sure that they sorry for the disconnection. Okay, we're saying about a simple discussion. You can just open a simple discussion with the students, or you can give a question and answer, which is that the question must student must first answer the question, and then they will be able to see other students' is answered. If they did not answer the question, they will not be able to see anyone is respond. A standard form displayed in a block like a format. The student will be able to see anyone's questions and anyone's answer, but it will appear in a way of blocks. A standard form, which is the standard use that you can just write your questions and then the student will reply to you. So you have to make sure which one of the format you want to choose and then the time. And then after you finish with all the setting, you can just save and display. But since I'm not going to add anything into this, not going to save it. I will just say cancel. I have to turn the editing. And then after I edit my profile, I found a way how I can communicate with my students within the course or outside the course. Within the course using forum, outside the course using messages. And then what if one day I forgot my passport? My passport, I mean, what I what I supposed to do if I forgot my password? Since the teachers and the students they don't have the right to edit their password. So what you have to do is you have to contact the learning manager to be able to recover your password. So how we can contact the learning manager? Is yes, we have to go to the college website and then contact that. And then you will see all the contact related to the different issues. Here, registration issues, academic affair, certificate issues, and then issues for Moodle. We have the email address, and then there's also WhatsApp number. If you lost your password, you just have to contact this contact, and then they will direct you what you're supposed to do. So it's already included here. Access the college website. Access the college website, and then press on contact. We'll find the corresponding contact for learning system. You can address your issue through email or phone number. Thank you so much for your time. Have reached to the end of the part 2 Moodle. Part 2 Moodle workshop. Thank you so much for your time.